It's tech test time today. Namely this thing. I made a whiteboard. People can draw on it. Not everyone, but some people. I'm going to have to keep an eye out if anyone has any trouble with that, because Lord knows there's probably going to be trouble. Think I can close Discord. I should leave that up. And here are my rankings. Press this button, and then this button. And everything should be fine. Is that an RBU there? That is an RBU. Am I not surprised the gremlin's there already? I assume everything else is working as intended. I see bars moving for my voice, I see bars moving for the game. Okay. I have to remember what I'm doing. I should try and fight the reindeer on the way when I can. Just to save a bit of time, so I don't have to run to a building every time and get murdered. I'm glad that's down there because this probably not going to be terribly entertaining today. Hence why I'm doing it now. Better I do it now than save it for the weekend and be quite buggered. I need to find a way to maximize my stream a bit more on my screen. Because I can't really see the text getting written down there. And that's a problem. There are ways to do it, it's very difficult to get a balance of chat and the stream and the rankings and everything else. I am going to be distracted by those drawings. It's reindeer time. It's Kieran time. Ow. Get dead. No, not me. I meant you. Okay. Do you like my little whiteboard doodle? I made some little pens and everything to go down there. I thought it was very nice. I may say so myself. I don't even know what this is. What is that? Is this where I need to be maximized? Do I need to know? Oh, right. Be wary of horse. I should have figured. There is almost definitely one of those messages somewhere in this spot. What if I just go? I'm pretty sure it's in this direction. Every time I guess, I get it very wrong. That's a good little... I like a Cookie Monster. I don't even know what the Cookie Monster looked like, so bear with me. I'm just gonna try going and fighting what I bump into. God, it's hard to dodge that. I have no idea what direction to go. Am I going the right way? Oh, I am not going the right way. Where's the building? That way. I apologize. I know I've seen that before, but I assume you just use it as a picture. Thank you for that eloquent message, Archie. I can set that up for you, but I will need a minute. Where's the building? I need respite. Maybe I can make it to the Healy water. I couldn't make it to the Healy water. I'll have to Alt-Tab or click out of this for a second, so I'll wait until I come back and I can do it cleanly by pressing that button. And then... Did I pick it took good? Do I need to do more Tuesday afternoon? Oh, night streams. I just have to bear with me. I just have to. Well, I might as well send myself down the thing first. Wait, no, it's gonna Alt-Tab now. I shouldn't have done that actually. Is that good? How do I get Archie in here? I assume someone invited him before. I assume he can... Is he already in here? Can someone put Archie in here again? Because like I say, I can't actually do that. I can do the rolls. You might be able to do the rolls as well, you three. I have everything all over the screen. I need to see the chat. I need to see everything else. Is there anything in these? No. Oh, item. Not that useful. I intend to see the boss this stream. Even nicer would be if I could beat the boss this stream, but... You know this area. Who knows how this is gonna go. You say that, but I had more trouble than I should have with Ava. So... see how that goes? I've lost sight of where I was going. Every time that happens... Oh, never mind. It's right there. How come I didn't get horsed? Ah, I see an Archie in the Discord. I like it when it's that straightforward. Only could keep up that way. God, where's the building? Not that way. Okay. Once I get to this building and I'm safe, I will sort out the Discord thing. I don't know if these guys actually bother you, but I'd rather not take the chance. One moment. Oh. How dare you? Focus, please. Thank you. Do this. I'll do this. There. Now Archie should be able to get into the other text channel in there and do the thing. I'm just gonna go for it. It's a mistake, but one I'm happy to make. I cannot dodge those. I do like that they're very staggerable. More staggerable than I would have thought they'd be. I don't know that we've actually gotten to the building before. I don't remember that person. Oh, hello. I'm happy to have you, Archie. Just make sure it's that you don't put anything in there that I would be embarrassed to stream. That shouldn't be a high bar. Other than that, I don't care what you do. That website actually seems pretty flexible. I've never seen it before. I just looked up online whiteboard and that was one of the ones that came up. It actually seems pretty, like, it's got options. You got a halberd, my spear's better. This fellow's a chump. I kind of appreciate that it sort of gives you like the ability to own layers so that no one can mess with what you're doing. They could just have a layer on top of yours, but it's kind of an elegant solution to having multiple people drawing on the same canvas. I assume you got in there and everything then. I'm just gonna wait for these storms to die down again. I should really save a dark weapon for the boss, shouldn't I? Now that I actually seem like I might get there. Am I likely to bump into a horse before I get there? No. Okay, good. How do I get down there? Oh. Good enough for me. I'm gonna be distracted looking at drawings and I'm gonna fall down into the abyss. And I'll blame someone else. Well, we're here. It only took 15 minutes. Really should have used an effigy. Oh well. We got more kitty cats. Why am I so shit at dodging? Why do I make bad decisions? I've got to get used to their movesets again. God damn it. It's bad enough the first time. We'll get there. If I was really convinced it was going to go poorly, I could try and get summoned into Ava a few times, just to practice. Or these two. I mean, they work too. But I'm hoping it'll come back to me pretty quickly. You know, that fight wasn't that long ago. Oh, those aren't the things. I get lost so easily. This way. And I'm gonna say this way. Pretty close. There's a lot of jumping into coffins in Dark Souls. I can think of 3 separate instances in this series. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm missing one. But that's not what I meant to do. Though while I'm thinking of it. I meant to do this. Because I was just going to go, but it's a bit late now. Hate you. Okay. Do you think I'll get invaded at any point while I'm in this area? What sort of a monster would do that to someone? I appreciate that you can do that, Strider. I don't even need life. And then I gotta remember what direction to go from here. Sort of a harder left from the exit. I guess that weapon-wielding fellow doesn't come— oh wait, no, there he is. You just hadn't loaded in. Why is that so hard to dodge? This way? I would assume practical advice if you were actually caught out in a storm where you couldn't see would probably be to stay put until you can see. But I didn't do that. Hi, Don. I need to bother you. Are you gonna follow me now? I can ignore all of you people. Probably a better idea to not do that now, but... it's tougher than most of them. I didn't know they could heal. I'm just gonna run. This may be a mistake in the long run. And it is a long run. Why was I under the impression there was a spirit, there was a phantom along here? I'm sure there was. I'll just make that up. Okay, we're back here again. And I'll do better. I really should have swapped my... I had more luck with my halberd last time. I am an idiot. Would you not? The magic's always a handy spot to do what I have to do. Is that slower than the other one? Every time I look back at the pictures, that character in the middle has changed. I really like, and the first time I played through this, I had the same opinion. I really love conceptually the idea of the frozen, frigid outskirts rather. I think it's one of the coolest areas in Dark Souls, and that's not just a pun. I think it's this way. I would say the only area that really came close to toppling my opinion of the frigid outskirts being at the top was the dreg heap in that one Dark Souls 3 DLC. Ow. Up it. How do you dodge that? Do I need a shield? I suppose it is kind of comparable to the Ash Lake. Just kind of this dead-end area that is otherwise completely irrelevant to the game and just has a really cool atmosphere. Dreg Heap isn't really like that, but I just really dug the visuals of the Dreg Heap. Just because it's sort of like this big ashy town sort of folding in on itself. I thought that was really, really neat. I gotta stop getting killed by horses, otherwise this is gonna take forever. I wonder if Dark Weapon actually helps that much from the horses. I haven't tried killing one without it. It seems like I can run to this first building pretty safely without horses. I'll try fighting the next one without. Come on. Like, no dodging direction gets you off my back. Okay. Provided the horses play ball, I can kill them without. I probably could have dodged the second attack, but that's not where we're at. Oh god. Yeah. I think it was helped by, like, they were a real pain in the ass, but those sort of weird angel enemies in the Dreg Heap, they're kind of nothing like any other enemy in Dark Souls. And it's really, they've got a vibe about them. Could you not? I'm trying to take a bar. Oh, you stop? Yeah, I'm gonna have to be here during another storm. Guess I do have to kill them for any peace and quiet. Is that you? Is that what that's supposed to be? Who is the weird dinosaur bird? Already, huh? Come on. I regret everything. I barely got away from the building before I got attacked. I'm just gonna go heal again. That'll do. Don't want to miss the storm. Is another one going to spawn instantly? Is that it? Can you just run away from them? Okay, I am gonna have to wait until the storm clears to get out of anything. What's happening down there? Hang on, I'm gonna do a quick thing so I can see that a bit better. Which shouldn't... oh. Yeah, okay, just collapse my screen, that's fine too. Where can I put this? Over here. I haven't got much of this then. It's not... Thank you. Sorry. As you were. Now I can actually see what's being drawn. It doesn't seem like the most efficient way to do it. What do I know? The real question is, if I leave the whiteboard there, is it going to... is the novelty of it going to wear off so quickly that I won't even need it for, like, the next stream? Because I really like it as an idea, but... does it have legs? Who can say? I mean, there are about 6 legs on there right now, so let's say yes. My hat is exactly the right amount of pointy. I like how I established that I probably should have dark weapon while fighting those things, and yet here I am without dark weapon. That's not my one. They're really easy to kill when you've got corners to wait around. There's so few corners in this area. Pointier hats. My hat's pretty pointy. I would have to look through the list to tell if they were pointier. Oh, come on, I hadn't even gone anywhere. Jerk. Now I'm gonna get another one. I suppose I was pretty likely to get another one anyway, but I would like as few horses as possible. My question is, can they actually be killed enough that they stop spawning like regular enemies in DS2, or are these special triggers that spawn enemies? It is a bit of a unique situation, given that they're not always there. I think if you just hang out and keep killing them, they eventually stop. But that's not the same thing. Now I'll take a bath. I'm being wary of the horse, just not wary enough. Can I write a message before the storm? I'd say no. Full speed ahead. I cannot go faster. That's not true. If I took off all my clothes and then put away my weapon, I probably could run a bit faster, but then I would get murdered by horses. More than I already am, which is quite murdered. No. I'm gonna find those corners. I know they're over here somewhere. Building, for the love of God, where are you? This is not the building. I'm in a pickle. Oh, that worked. Why was that so effective? Sort of directly from the corner, right? Not even close. These animals keep morphing in unpleasant ways. I wonder if there's an item over there. In fact, there is an item over there. Now I'm going to get murdered by a horse. Or not. I like not getting murdered by a horse. I could get used to this. I'll get in there and dark weapon up again, but sooner than I did last time so I don't just get hit. Why am I so off the timings of these dodges? That one worked. Say, you've got a lot less life than the other one did. However, that will soon become a problem. Right around now. Take care for this. I probably don't have the intelligence to cast Climax, do I? I don't know how much extra damage that does. Yeah. My best plan, what I'm thinking of just doing for right now is just pretty much my only option is just try and kill that first cat as quickly as possible. I realize that's not a very helpful plan, but I haven't got a better one. Let's see if I've got... Because I got that extra point of it. Did I get an extra point of attunement? I did. Okay. I could probably fit it, but can I use it? I cannot use it. 47 is a lot more than 30. I can't really fit an extra thing. I could try and see if where's Fog? The Fog uses too. I could try and poison the cat. I just saw that drawing in the middle of it, and it's true. Apparently I was killed by a cat. I wonder if poisoning the cat would do much. I wonder if the cat can be poisoned. Recollection. Moving dark orbs, probably not that useful. Always Whisper of Despair, but that's... don't do a whole lot of physical damage. I'm gonna try and poison the cat. You never know, maybe it'll help. It just means that I'd have to give up Resonant Soul. I doubt I'd be doing that much damage with these dark orbs. Probably not worth putting on as a substitute. I could just use a crossbow if I need a... It's a good quote, isn't it, Abby? I like it. I'm going to try and poison the cat. I want to try and get into the habit of reading chat, like, out. Then maybe I could just ditch this entirely. Entirely? I don't know why I pronounced it so formally. I'm just gonna... I need to slap something. Let's... Actually, I will put on Whisper of Despair just because that's more likely to be useful. Stay? Okay. There's my plan. I'm gonna poison the cat. Let's see. I got murdered by horse. I got murdered by horse. I think I was murdered by a horse? I was definitely murdered by a horse. And I got murdered by a cat twice, maybe 3 times. All these farmyard animals really tearing me a new one. I always go the wrong... Is it more this way? It is more this way. Hey, I learnt something. I don't know why I'm saying horse. I was sticking with the terminology of Kirin. Because it is a Kirin. If my computer could, in even the slightest amount, handle streaming Monster Hunter World, I would prove that it's a Kirin. But I can't, so I can't. Unless I go get my 3DS, go find a Kirin and hold it up to the camera, which would make it very difficult to play. It doesn't seem like an ideal solution. Or spend an exorbitant amount of money modding a 3DS to put a camera capture in it. Or put a camera on it. Also pointing at the screen. That'd probably look good. Why can't Nintendo just have outs for these things? Every time I miss you, it's a pain in my face. Why don't I remember the horses being that much of a problem? Was it just because there were 3 of us and we were rolling through it each time? Gonna have to use another effigy, aren't I? No. Maybe you've slightly misunderstood, possibly for comic effect. I'm not going to continue that bit. I have not committed to it. Say this way. Officially they're frozen reindeer, but they're Kieran. How did I get that even more wrong? How's that even possible? Haven't you got kids, Herbie? Where's the comic effect in that? Is your hope that they will be funny in your stead? And this is like a long game comedic effect? You're breeding comedians? Is that your plan? It's a bad plan. I don't mind telling you. That's... How did that happen? Come on, horse, I'm ready for you. Not ready fucking enough. No, oh wait, the building's this way because my souls are this way. Probably? Thank you, dead me. Is that an actual death tally? Because that's gonna make me very unhappy by the end of the stream. You had to hit me, didn't you? And go. I like how there's that fellow with the weapons still standing over there, and I haven't bothered fighting him. He must be bored. I'm glad I haven't bumped into 2 again. Because that was bad. Do appreciate that the horse usually comes from in front of you. Oh, this is the wrong way. Works for me. Herbie, you don't have to draw. No, no one's making you. Though I do appreciate that you are. It's very silly what's going on down there. Put any good quotes down there. Fortunately, I've never made a good quote in my life. Except about poisoning the cat. That's the only one, amazingly. Okay. Is that enough? Am I gonna have to do another? What if I do it now? Can you actually be poisoned? That's probably a question I need to start thinking about. Oh, I thought you were going. Oh, that's alright then. Hope that wasn't the other cat jumping out. Okay, good. You've only got a few more hits. Can I kill you? Uh-oh. I did a charge attack directly underneath it. It was standing here, and I did it through there. The air beneath it doesn't take damage. I don't know if you were aware of that. Whew. Okay. It's all very true. The cats are too big. That's a problem. I should have sat back down at the fire. So, touching the controller. Shouldn't be. I'm gonna go back to the bonfire because clearly dark fog wasn't pulling its weight. I guess we've learned that. If you can poison the cat, poisoning the cat is harder than I have accounted for. So let's go ahead and take that one right out. Are there any other spells that use 3? There's Affinity, but I can't use that. Climax uses 4. That's 2 more than I have. Stark Hail. I think that's like a shotgun one. Let me cast that and remember. Let me use it on something and see if it's worth a ban. That's less damage than Resonant Soul would have done. Well, let's put that back on, I guess, because we haven't got much else. Maybe I'll try and get the Whisper of Despair out and Whisper? Everyone wants a big cat as a friend, right? Like, a tiger would be great, except A, it might eat you, and B, regardless of whether it eats you or not, you've got to get enough food for that thing, because it can't feed itself. What's it gonna do, catch a gazelle in your backyard? I will summon people if I feel like it has come to that, not beforehand. Now let's wait for the storm. I assume Pebs is writing these pro tips because that last one is definitely a refrain I've heard from Pebs first. I don't know, have a compass. You know, something that would be totally out of place in a game like this. It'd be like PUBG, call out the location of horses. You ask, call out to who? Well, that's a fair question. I hear a horse, I'm just gonna try and go. Building soon? They're building? Ow. It's the first time they've actually hit me with one of those. I've gone past the building, haven't I? Oh god, there it is. Excuse me while I use your house. Uh-oh. That's the thing, those cats do take enough damage as this is that if I can get on a very good roll with beating up that one cat, then I can kill it before the other one becomes too much of a problem. I just have to be focused and get lucky. Both. What if I just went to the ledge from here? I would be blind and I would walk right off the ledge. That's what would happen. But at least it'd be quicker. I do seem to be able to outrun those when... Uh-oh, I don't like this double team that's got going on here. Triple team? Oh god. You shouldn't let a horse inside! Shouldn't let this Iceman inside either, but I didn't bring him there. Could you bugger off? Okay, situation has mellowed out. Why am I being unwary of horse? I can outrun a horse, can't you? I better just go. This situation is not going to improve. There's bad sounds over there. I'm glad I can do everything I need to do once I'm in there. That missed? It was basically standing still. Shouldn't dodge that direction for that. Shouldn't dodge at all. I can give a running critique of my run. There. I shot a skull at a cat. Whoops, two hands. I don't know that they've actually hit me with one of those before. I've got to stop burning through my Estus. That's not in the right direction. It's not going well. I've done better. demoralized. Alright, cat's not waking up yet. I don't know about the hitboxes on some of those. Ugh. Can't the king do something about these pets? I realized I killed the king, and before that he was stuck in hell. But come on. I'm already lost. Am I going completely the wrong way? Where's the things? There's the things. Okay, towards the building. Do you actually want to be summoned, Pebs, if it comes to that? I'm not saying I'm up for it just yet. But if I get a bit deeper and I'm feeling like I don't want to go through it... Okay. Good to know. Nice to have a backup plan. Because I don't intend to be stuck in this area for the rest of the series. Surely that depends on where you are, Archie. Whether you can summon Pebs. Why would you try to fight him? It doesn't work like that. There's a building somewhere. How have I been at this for an hour already? I've only seen the cat like 4 times. Why does this run so long? I knew to dread this area when I started Sword Our Souls. Even then, I knew this was the one to worry about. It's this, and it's what's her name in Dark Souls 3? That one boss fight. I really don't remember her name. Please don't remind me. I'm sure it'll all come flooding back to me at the time. I gotta see the cat a few more times before I'm willing to summon someone for it. Whoa. Fancy highlighted text, says Strider. And I said it because it was highlighted. That's what you gotta do. Waste Twitch currency. Oh god, I pissed off the horses already. Sorry. Every now and then, some of those attacks just don't hit. And it hurts. It hurts me in multiple ways, including just a lot of life. bonus run isn't that long, is it? No, 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 no. I mean, it's not so much the run, but the one boss. You know, the one that I fear. There's one boss that I expect that I will be garbage at and I will be stuck on for quite some time. Because she seemed like a monster. And also there was a monster. But, you know. I just ran over to me that time. Good horse. Stay still, you bastard. I'm being wary of horse. I'm running away from the horse. I'm safe now. Nothing can harm me. Oh, except the horse. Right, I forgot about that one. Is there a second horse? There was a second horse. It made itself quite known. The ever so awaited multi-horse. It's just like pinball. There's another quote for you. Dark Souls, just like pinball. It's also just like pinball in that I've never played Dark Souls. Would I lie? I wanted to see the cats a couple more times before I summon Pebs, but if the trip there is going to start killing me again, maybe I'll just do it. Lesser spotted scent horse, the head of a horse and the body of another horse. I read that and thought scent like century? 100? Some kind of 100 horse? A horse with 100 heads? That's probably unmanageable. I do mean what's a face with the old scythe, Pems, yes. I am not looking forward to that fight. Right, horses can't catch us, horses can't hatch us. They're not real, they can't hurt us. If I look behind me, are there going to be two horses again? Okay, situation is under control. Archie demands Irby draw the 100 horse, and quite frankly, that seems difficult. I was gonna say, people can get rid of that high edgery, but then I remembered, no, you totally can't. Hitting me twice because I'm rolling and it does more damage. It's bad enough to begin with. I think it's somewhere in this direction. Okay. One of these days I am going to fall off of this bridge and it's going to be the most infuriating thing. The most infuriating thing. There will not be a thing more infuriating. I have this on good authority. I don't know that Whisper of Despair did shit. But I'll use it anyway. That one definitely hit at least. No, don't be a shit. What did I just say? Hey, Peps. I don't want to do this forever. Full summoning? As in summon everyone? I mean, I can try. I don't like that there's so many bloodstains right next to the start of this area. Okay. Here's how this is gonna go down. I'm going to see the cats one more time. And then in the interest of speeding things along, there'll be a Pebs. I don't have a Pebs incantation, Archie. It's an interesting request and one, frankly, that I've never really thought about. How would you summon a Pebs? And maybe Pebs is the most qualified person to answer this question. Feel free. If I bump into a horse, I'm going to use Dark Weapon. So I might as well keep my staff out. As 'twere. I don't want to summon angry Pebs. Though that probably would work. Stop me flat on my face. This is going badly. Okay, I'm going the right way at least. Can I go in the... Why am I in the building? Oh god. One more horse that I don't have to deal with. Get out of the way. No? Okay. Cool. I'll stay here then. No need to waste healing if I don't have to. I say as I run towards the next building, not really caring about the healing that I'm going to have to do as soon as a horse shows up. It's behind me. I consider that easier because I might be able to just keep going. Provided I can keep dodging those lightnings. Tunnel vision. Be caught up eventually. What if I run serpentine? Horses don't like snakes, do they? That's a good question, Pebs. I mean, yours wouldn't have moved and you summoned me. I summoned you last time, so I'm sure it'd be fine. Unless you have a specific way that you want to get summoned. Oh, this is not the situation I want to be in. Stay over there. Could I go through the mist? God. I don't actually know how much difference that makes. Frankly, I haven't seen it do that much more damage. I misread what it was doing. I hate it. Okay, Pabs, get in here. This feels like cheating, and quite frankly, it is. But I'll do it. No one says I can't. I mean, I said I couldn't, but here we go anyway. I need to pop one of these. Pop one of these. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. 3.8 mil. That's how many souls I have gotten over the entire course of the game. For those who are not in the know. I wonder what the soul memory of my last playthrough was, given that that was very summon full. Oh god, what's happened to the gerbil? Who did that? How did this happen? I wonder if that's Pebs. This one? This one? Is it this one? It's this one. Everyone, I have a guest. If I knew where the wave was, I'd wave. Can I? There. Hello, Pebs. Maybe Whisper of Despair will be more useful for you because you do more physical damage than I do. Oh, waiting. I don't think horses show up in this first one. I am prepared to eat those words. Apparently Abby clicked on the wave and muted the stream. What wave? What do you mean? What were you doing? Oh, come on, you were doing fine against the Smelter Demon. Don't start that. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Peps has got this goddamn tank build. He's got a shield, one of the most blocky shields in the game. Block any fucking thing, and wearing full-on armor and a big old sword. He's got a very different build than I do, and it's annoyingly effective. It was annoyingly effective then. It's still annoyingly effective now. What advantages do I have? I've got a bunch of dark damage. I've got a longer reach. Maybe. What am I doing? I don't even need healing. Oh. I didn't see where you were. I thought you were fighting another horse. Which I am being noticeably unwary of. I have no fucking idea which way to go. Oh, time to go. Could probably cut right, but I don't want to fall into a crevasse. Uh-oh. Where's my Estus? Oh, we might as well go this way now. This was how I usually helped out that last playthrough. Running up behind people and backstabbing them. I'm very good at that. So is this horse. I'm using more Estus than normal. Can I blame Peps for that? That was bound to happen. There was no way that could have gone any other way. You can count whatever you want as death, Strider. I don't mind. It's all perfectly valid. I'm gonna get myself in the best situation I can. By the time I finish dark weaponing, Peps should be in here. Then we just have to not die. Worth noting, I'm pretty sure if you summon people, the other cat jumps in quicker. So we've got that to look forward to. Why does that keep missing? This may be a mistake, but Oh yeah, all of a sudden now that I summon Pebs, I start getting the rolls right and everything. That sounds about right. Of course it couldn't happen before. I thought you were supposed to get angry after the first cat dies. Now. Problem. Super don't have time to heal. Look at him just blocking everything. Garbage, that's what it is. Good job. Look at it, it's also regenerating while it's like this. Our long national nightmare is over. Thank you, Perbs.
I'm sorry.
You better be. Okay. What are their names again? I've already forgotten. Near the bottom, presumably. Zalin and Lud. Lud and Zalin. I'll put them in the list as Lud and Zalin. Oh boy. This does not go as high as Ava. The run is a nightmare. It's not super creative, it's just two of the boss you fought before. That's a Twin Dragon Rider's trick there. But I still kind of appreciate the goal of having a boss like that in the game. Where you have to run for... Strider's calling for top spot to kick out Calamite. It's not gonna happen. It's really not. Something may kick out Calamite at some point. It's not gonna be this one. I'm sorry to disappoint. They're really mad about the fact that I've got Calamite at number 1. In case that wasn't obvious. But I stand by it. I will defend my decision. Not now, but later. Lud and Zalin, where do they go? The run really is kind of bullshit, isn't it? I want to compare it to Bed of Chaos, but that's a bit harsh. I'm thinking more... I guess you could compare it to Smelter Demon Blue. They're really quite similar. Bosses you've already fought before. With a twist of some kind, and a really bad run up to them. Frankly, Smelter Demons annoyed me more than this one, and that says something. So I'm gonna put Lud and Zalin at... Better than the Chariot and Smelter? Yeah, I agree. I'm thinking better than Skeleton Lords. Not as good as Ava. Somewhere in here. Probably, I'm gonna say not as good as Grey Wolf Sith. I know I've already compared those two, but the run-up really knocking some points off. I'm gonna say better than Belfry Gargoyles. I really feel like I'm cheating this trio here, but solo, that fight really is a pain in the ass. I did that. Remember what that was like? I was there. You may also possibly have been there, I don't know. Okay. Alright. It is not worse than Ilana. I'm going to put them at number... I'm putting them at number 14. Live with it. It's possibly true, Strider. Maybe I have gone crazy, but this is where I'm going with it. Actually, did I say number 14? I'm putting it at number 14. Wood. And that's not an and Zalin. That shouldn't be green. There. Ranked. Live with it. I made it. Oh, I fucked up my thing on this screen. There. I've unfucked it. Apparently my whiteboard has to load again. There it is. Archie says I'm going to regret the ranking. It's quite possible. I think maybe at some point I'm gonna just have to take a review of all those ratings and decide if I really feel like they belong where they belong. Yes, thank you, message. However, you also know what that means. With that boss dying, that's the end of the DLC, which means I literally only have one thing left to do. Too much clink in the throat. Clearing it didn't even help. I'm gonna go spend my souls. I'm gonna go spend my souls, and then we're gonna fight the last bosses of the game. I'm not gonna lie, I barely remember them.
Bearer of until
Endurance, sure, why not? That seems like a thing I could get. Oh yeah, we're going here. Such a waste. You can highlight kick out Calamite all you want. It's not going to happen. I doubt the next 3 bosses are going to make that case to me. Let's go ahead and produce a symbol. Don't think the stone ring's going to keep being useful at all. I don't know what ring will be. Let's take the Dark Arch ring back on. I almost missed you.
My journey is already complete. My name is Shanalot. The dragon gave me this name, for I was born with none.
How did you get here?
I was born of dragons, contrived by men. By ones who would cozen fate herself. They are the ones who created me. But they failed. I did not come out as intended. Fate would not be bested, and men were cursed once again.
Just out of curiosity, Archie, have you
proceed,
played Dark
the Shadow
Souls?
will come after you,
I don't actually know.
knowing that you will take the throne and link the fire. She covets the first flame and the great soul. Put Nishandra to rest.
Yes, well, she needs to be ranked. That's my priorities. Bugger the fire, bugger the Age of Dark. I am here to rank bosses. I was just wondering if there was any actual, like, experience behind the sullying of Calamete's name. Or if he's just joining in Strider's little bandwagon. I gotta say, this run kinda lame as well. There's no stakes, it's just long. I mean, what kind of a throne is at the back of a cave anyway? Unless you're playing Dwarf Fortress. I have no memory of this first boss. None. I vaguely remember the other two, but the first one, I have no idea what I'm doing. There's two of them, that's all I remember. Which one of you two is going to be the pain? I'm guessing you is spelt. I don't like your shield. You guys don't do a whole lot of damage. Am I just used to the DLC? I should have figured as soon as something like that was forming in my mouth and was about to come out that I was going... the words would immediately ring false. That's happened like 8 times this stream. Oh, this is the wrong way. Sorry, don't let me bother you. Do I have to produce the ring every time? Come on, I've been through here. Oh, never mind, it is opening. Whatever. I'm on Twitch because I thought it was the best option about 3 years ago. If I say fuck Amazon, am I, will I get just wiped off the face of Twitch? I think those stream points or whatever they call them, Pebs, are purely just, you know, the options of what you see. There's no money behind them. As far as I can tell, money is from subs and the cheers. I have no idea what that's about. As far as I can tell, they're literally just slapping some money onto my stream. Which, you know, if you want to do that, I don't mind, but I don't know. I really don't watch that much Twitch outside of my own streams, and that doesn't count because I don't really watch them. I just do them. I mean, I'm watching them. But you give me a second. Which one is that anyway? Get the message out of the way. Watcher. I want to kill the Watcher first. You seem easier. I don't actually know that you do seem easier now that I think about that. I've just got to wait for my moments here, I think. You've got pretty telegraphed moves. You seem a bit harder to dodge. Because they're svelte. I told you that would be the thing. This is anime. You don't have much life though. Each one of these hits is doing a decent chunk. Oh, please. I don't think I have to fight these every time. What are you doing? Stop that. That was close. If I'd gotten that stab off, that probably would have worked. But I think that lightning makes me stagger a bit more than not. I was not aware of that. Or did not remember it or something. That would explain why they're so easy if they can revive each other. I guess I'll have to balance it a bit more. I don't know if... Pebs, can I ask if that's a joke? Because I do actually know of at least one boss that actually does eat the first one to die. Like, I can name one. I'm curious if you have one or if you just... Oh, you're talking about S'mores. In the first game, he doesn't eat him, he bashes him with a hammer. Strider's been watching DS9 and it shows. Einstein and Smith. That's good. I like it. I'm pretty sure we've been through all of this, but I still like it if we have. I should have done this before I came in. I should have gone before we left. These are pretty simple goddamn patterns and I'm still messing them up. Fortunately, they don't seem to... If they've got any tricks, they're not really showing them off. They're keeping this pretty bland. Not bland, simple. Straightforward. I don't want to hurt you too much because I've got to do some damage to you because apparently you goddamn revive each other. None of that. Make mistakes. How am I alive? God. Of course you stab as well. Oh, that's a ledge. They're just really taking away my life. Your gaps are a lot harder to find than yours because you've got that big shield you keep using. And also, every time I try and target you, the other bugger comes along. It's easier just to keep that one's attention. Oh, great. You're magicking up as well, are you? I think it's about time I do. Now we've all got glowy weapons. Wow, how'd that not hit me? That felt pretty good. Oh, this doesn't feel good at all. You, come here. Throne Watcher, Throne Defender. I'm not going to get a chance to rank these fellows until I kill everything, am I? They weren't so bad. They're not so bad. The next one, I don't really remember. I feel like she's kind of bullshit.
Brave undead, you have proven yourself to me.
She didn't look like that when I talked to her last. There's at least one boss with a scythe in each game.
Now, be one with the dark.
Lecturing me? Right, she does some weird thing and that really hurts. I don't know if I can dispel those or if I just have to avoid them. I really don't remember. Oh, also I noticed my curse going up. That's probably bad. So far I'm not really feeling too much danger. But we just started. There's always time. Ow. I thought you were just putting those bad spots down again. Okay, that's her putting those down. Can't imagine she takes much dark damage. That's kind of her whole deal. But I'll do it anyway. She's got more life than I remember. I seem to remember this fight being really quick. And doesn't seem especially strenuous, but actually, this is pretty easy, isn't it? I'm going to insult you now. That's Enchantra.
Many monarchs have come and gone. One drowned in poison, another succumbed to flame. Still another slumbers in the realm of ice.
It's talking about the DLC kings.
One of them stood here. As you do now. You, conqueror of adversities. Give us your answer.
Did you mean this guy, Don? I barely remember what this stupid thing does. What are you even doing? Oh, bad stuff. Okay. Gotcha. I remember this boss being pretty easy, but also occasionally pulls some shit and hurts you very quickly. Especially that fire that surrounds him. You don't want to be touching that. That does stuff around him, which... Okay, don't rush that one. One is that, I guess, and doesn't drop the fire. So don't keep doing it. Ow. This fight I thought was pretty underwhelming. For the last one. This is a Simon's Quest Dracula kind of a deal. I need more life. Does he really have like 3 moves counting teleporting? I don't think he can do damage at all while he's on fire. I don't remember if his moves change when he does that or if he just has more fire. Okay, he explodes. And I still need life. Oh, I was very worried for a second there. I'm not doing a whole lot of damage. Okay, he takes very little damage if you attack him while he's on fire. If this winds up being the best strategy. I'm very worried that this is the best strategy. Oh, maybe you've got a bit more range when you're in the second form there. I don't like that move because I'm not sure how to dodge it. There's Aldia. Why do you even want to fight me? I don't know. Why not?
I love you.
He's not even dead. He's still talking to me.
Patiently. The throne will certainly receive you.
Shut up.
Question remains.
Oh, whoops, I accidentally skipped some lines.
Or something else entirely.
I think this is a decision point. Oh, right. You either link the fire, or you bugger off and leave the world to an age of dark, which canonically I'm pretty sure you link the fire. However, before we get to that, I'm going to rank some bosses, which is far more important than the fate of the world in Dark Souls. Well, there's the thing. Pep's in favour of leaving. Strider wants me to link fire. I think logically I should link the fire, but also that's what I did last time, and I want to see what the other cutscene is. If it's just me leaving, I'm going to be a little disappointed. For fuck's sake. Apparently there's a campaign to kick Calamite out the top spot. Here's the thing. Hypothetically, because it's not going to happen. If I made Calamite number 2 and moved Artorias up, would that sate you? Or do you just want Calamite off the list entirely? What do you want? That's my hypothetical question. Meanwhile, I'm going to return to my... Did my whiteboard break? No, I didn't set up the whiteboard for this screen. We'll get back to it. I apologise. That should have something on it. I'll sort that out next time. I was in a bit of a rush when I started this stream. Anyway, Throne Watcher and Defender. They're okay, they're not duels, there's 2 of them, and nearly always when there's more than one enemy in a boss fight in Dark Souls, it's kind of a rubbish fight. It's fine. I think Throne Watcher and Throne Defender are fine. Fortunately, where does fine get them put? I'm not going to put them as high as Ludenzalen. They're just not that interesting. Even the run-up is more interesting than them. I would put them at a solid middle ground. Where did I put Burnt Ivory King? Oh, all the way down there, huh? Fair enough. Who can I compare them to? Would I rather fight Throne Watcher and Defender or Dark Lurker? Dark Lurker wasn't that bad, really. Once I got into it. How about Twin Dragon Riders? I'm gonna say Throne Watcher and Defender are better than Twin Dragon Riders. Strider, you know that's not true. Bed of Chaos is not going to number 1. Never. Over my dead body. I would probably put them above 4 Kings. They're probably more interesting than the Ancient Dragon fight. I feel like they're kind of around the level of a key lag. Probably more interesting than the Blue Smelter Demon. What if I put them at number 21, just below Executioner's Chariot? How does Pebs and Strider specifically feel about that, or those 2? God, I've got 2 more bosses to rank after this one. Archie, do you actually have enough experience to give a meaningful opinion on the bosses and where they go in the rankings? If you do, I'm more than happy to listen to your advice, but... yeah. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put it just above... I don't know, have you proved yourself? You did say something specific, but I'm worried that you're faking. Is that the longest name I've had in this list? Oh, wait. It would be, yeah. I could just go Throne Watcher and Defender because no one's gonna confuse those. I like how we're just interrogating Archie, making him prove that he knows about Dark Souls. I don't care. I care in so much as I hope you're having fun. Or at least am mildly entertained, you know. I'll take what I can get. Who's next? I've already forgotten what I'm doing. There were 3 bosses, Throne Watcher and Defender. Nishandra. She was kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty telegraphable moves. Even a big old laser, which I got hit by once because I forgot she did it. I never got hit by it again because you just roll. Not even a timing thing. Like, don't roll backwards. It's a laser. So she's probably gonna go fairly low. She's going below the last giant. Yes, I know, Irby. I mentioned it's not set up properly. I don't have time to do it right now. I will sort it out for next time. This is a different scene, and I didn't set up this scene because I forgot. That's my excuse. It's not a very good excuse, but it's the one I've got. Nishandra. I'm gonna focus now. I keep getting distracted. Nishandra is worse than the last giant. That's a burn. Nishandra is... How did the last giant get above Dark Lurker? Whatever, it was pretty annoying. Nishandra is worse than the Twin Dragon Riders. I think Nishandra is... Oh god, the Rotten? Is Nishandra as good as the Rotten? What are you doing, Strider? Stop it. Strider, is Nishandra worse than the Rotten? I require counsel. I would say Nishandra is better than Moonlight Butterfly and Nito. I'm caught on the Rotten. Actually, she might be better than the stray demon as well. Those aren't terribly interesting. But at least the Guardian Dragon is useless and fun to kill. Same with Seath. Chandra's just kind of dull. Demon Fire Sage and Stray Demon are pretty dull. I'm gonna put her at number 45. Nishandra. Kind of like that name. Nishandra. She's got the longest name of those 3. The other one's like Alyssa and whatever the other one was called. Ilana. And the other person. There's another one. Anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and say that Aldia, Scholar of the First Sin? Is that his name? He doesn't drop a soul. I can't even check that way. That's how useless he is. He doesn't give you souls, he doesn't give you a soul. He's just smacked on the end of the game and he's really bad, frankly. Also, he's annoying when he comes to talking to you beforehand. Hanging on, maybe he gives you some insight into the plot, but I don't think he's a good character. Maybe lore-wise, I don't know. I don't remember what he does in the lore. I think he was trying to create dragons or something, or become immortal and then succeeded or something. And he, I don't know, wants to help you and kill you. I don't know what his deal is, frankly. But as a boss, it's not a great boss fight. I'm gonna first compare Aldia to Dark Sun Gwendolyn, which is a fight where you run down a corridor, dodging stuff, stab someone a couple of times, and then rinse and repeat. Might be better than Gwendolyn. Although, the hits you get on Gwendolyn are pretty satisfying. Aldia, you're just glad not to get burnt. I like Small more, even though the fight can be a pain. Taurus Demon. God, I'm comparing Aldia, Scholar of the First Sin, to a Taurus Demon. Like the first meaningful boss in Dark Souls, and is not very good. Again, I'm willing to hear any and all opinions on these things. Aldia's bad. Gwyn's a pain, though. I'm gonna put Aldia above Gwyn. It's Aldia versus Taurus Demon. Actually, Don, Taurus Demon was never number one. The Asylum Demon's before that, and it placed higher. So you're remembering wrong. I can't help you with that. God damn it, Stride. I'm gonna put Aldia. He was close to number one. He was very close to number one. He was number two. He was the second best boss in Dark Souls for a while there. Nope, nope. It's Aldia versus Taurus Demon. I don't need to. I both hate and love what Strider's doing in the chat. I'm sorry, I've got to do this so I can rank it and then finish the game, and then we're done with Dark Souls 2. Am I going to move straight on to Dark Souls 3? That's the question. Or do I give myself a break? I really need to make this decision. I can't keep staring at the screen. God. Aldia. Taurus Demon. I'm putting Aldia below the Taurus Demon. Aldia. Scholar of the First... I think that's his name. Scholar of the First Sin's the name of the game, and he's a scholar of something. I'm a Taurus too, Don. It's still placing below 60 on my list. So I don't think that's a... I wouldn't hold that to a high bar. Anyway, that is... We now have a complete list. A ranked complete list of every boss in Dark Souls 1 and 2. From Calamite, undisputed best boss of Dark Souls 1 and 2, all the way down to Bed of Chaos, who's garbage. That's the scale, really. Calamite to Bed of Chaos. I'm not reading chat anymore. I'm not doing this. Do I link the fire or do I bugger off? I'm gonna bugger off just so I see what happens. I apologize if it's the less interesting one, but if you go and link the fire, the door opens up, You go and sit on a throne. It's very cinematic and it looks rather nice. I took a screenshot last time because I was wearing I mean, I can put it on. I was wearing, because I forget what it's called, one of these. It's a very silly picture and I can share it if you like, but it's, yeah. Also, I like the implication that I could die here after I've beaten the game, because this thing drains your health. Anyway, let's put my pointy hat back on, because I'm a witch, I'm a hexer, and then I'm going to walk out the door and leave. I wouldn't mind. I will happily play this game with people. I will be a summon buddy for anyone who wants to get into it. And by anyone, I mean, like, you four. We're ushering in an Age of Dark, which is canonically incorrect, but who cares? If I remember correctly, this choice wasn't even in the original game. I don't think it was particularly worse for it.
There is no path.
I don't know if Aldia talks to you in the other one. Oh god, what's happening to that gerbil?
Beyond the scope of life, beyond the reach of dawn.
I should have humaned up so I don't look like garbage in the ending. What, are you gonna punch Aldia? You already beat the crap out of him.
And yet we seek it insatiably. Such is our fate.
Fire went out because I didn't link the fire. It doesn't actually, unlike Dark Souls 1, it doesn't actually involve a fire though. You sit in a chair. I don't know what that's got to do with fire. You two have to stop in the chat. You have to. It's killing me. Stop. Oh, it's a bit of both, Herbie. Okay, I'm better now. Who am I kidding? I'm gonna sit through the credits, I guess. How long are the credits? I suppose I could just skip them, but people want to watch the credits? That seems unlikely. I'm sure it's out there. Dark Souls 2, it'll make you laugh, it'll make you cry. Possibly both at the exact same time. Because of people fooling around in the chat. I'm pressing skip buttons. Konami Code did nothing. They're good games, Don. I know I died a lot, and frankly, if you played them, you almost certainly would too, because that's the kind of game it is. But you learn from that. I really like Dark Souls. I'm not gonna lie. Like, people do make out like, oh, the game's so hard and everything, and it is. But it's almost more of an endurance thing. Like, actually, no, I'm gonna backpedal that thought. It is hard, but it's rewarding, and it's fun to build out your whatever. Like, I would maybe take a peek at a wiki before you play, because that'll give you some idea what you're doing. And the games are kind of obscure intentionally, I did not get into Dark Souls originally until I had looked at a wiki and had some idea what I was doing and what all these stats were. Because I didn't think I found the button that actually makes the game tell you that. I'm not saying every part of the Dark Souls series is a banger, but it's good. On the whole, it's a very fun game, and if it's not your thing, then it's not your thing. But if I were, say, trying to convince someone who was on the fence, I would recommend it as a series. I don't know about some of the other ones like Bloodborne, Sekiro, Demon Souls. I haven't played those. I hope I will someday. Oh, I don't know, Abby. Some parts of Hollow Knight really pissed me off. I know of at least one person who really didn't get into Dark Souls who really liked Bloodborne. Maybe that's your thing. I haven't played it, and it's... So I can't really recommend it, but, you know, apparently they're different enough that people can hold those opinions. I really like Dark Souls. I played a bunch of Dark Souls, and then eventually, with these two fools, you know which ones, they're up there somewhere, I played through Dark Souls 2 and 3. Where I originally landed was that I thought, like, I played a shit ton of Dark Souls 1 and really enjoyed it, and bounced off of Dark Souls 2 almost immediately, but after I'd finished it, like all three of them, I think Dark Souls 2 was my favourite. I'm looking forward to go back to Dark Souls 3 and see if my opinions of those level out in some way. Maybe I'll wind up liking Dark Souls 3 more, on reflection. Wait, Shadow of War is a Monster Hunter game? As someone who has also played a shit ton of Monster Hunter games... No. Unless there's something about that game I really am not aware of. They're not at all similar, at all. I'm not even sure how you managed to connect those two. Unless you're specifically just trying to get a reaction out of me, in which case I won't have it. Apparently these credits go for a while, but I'm not stopping until we get through them. Person fighty. Look, I haven't played Shadow of War. I played Shadow of Mordor. I thought it was fine. I thought it was completely fine. Some people tend to have strong opinions about it. I can't muster up a strong opinion about that game one way or the other. It entertained me for a while. That's its job. Every now and then I go back to it just to mess around, and it's fine. Hey Pebs, here's a question. Do you want to be the true final boss of Dark Souls 2? And once I get through these credits, you've put down a summon sign somewhere and I can fight you? One attempt? Just one? And or Strider. Strider, if you want to do it as well, I'm happy to give it a go. I wouldn't be terribly surprised if you didn't have Dark Souls 2 installed anymore. As you say, right there. Called it. God, can I... There are no skip buttons. Pebs is not going on the list. This is an unofficial bout. I hope the credits end soon. Maybe I shouldn't have made this promise. I'm already 15 minutes over. If I do beat Pebs, then I would get to place Pebs wherever I wanted, and Pebs could go right at the bottom. That would be a huge diss, putting you below the bed of chaos. Are you sure you want to get into this? I am not going to beat Pebs for the record. There is no way I'm going to be able to break his stance. He's just going to crush me with a big sword. Just so we're clear on how this is going to happen. There is no way I win this fight. I'm not making that promise, Strider. Calamite is not affected by this. I think you have to stop terrorizing the gerbil. Who added the blood layer? Get rid of the blood layer. Give the gerbil some Estus. Dagger. That's a summary of the game. That's the rating we got. We got a dagger. Okay. I haven't died in ages. You can't keep doing that. Okay, what field of battle shall I choose? Where's a good place to fight someone? I can sort that out, Pebs. It's just a matter of where. I don't think we can do it in Majula. How about the Bridge to the Iron Keep? That's a classic. I'm in the dedicated dual covenant as it happens, so I'm going to slap down a dragon eye sign and hope that you can find it. I hope you can actually see those with our soul memories where they are at. But I'm just going to put one of those signs down here. Where is the item? I don't remember what the item is. This one. I also hope that I don't just get summoned by someone else. Which is a distinct possibility, now that I think about it. See if you can see that, Pebs. I hope that's you. I'm not ready to fight other people. I'm gonna get slaughtered either way. There's no way this goes well. This isn't Pebs. Well, I guess I'll fight him. Here's me being sassy. I totally don't deserve it. Stop that. See how this goes. The lag really makes this, frankly, a nightmarish. You saw that backstab he tried to do when I was nowhere near it, didn't you? That was pretty much a given. You didn't even finish the gesture, you rude bastard. Strider? None of this. Do you think maybe there's a bunch of people summoning? I've seen dragon eye signs before here. What if I put it over here? What if I put it down here? Maybe that'll work better. I'm just delaying the end of this stream. I don't want to finish Dark Souls 2. Where's the eye? There you go, Pebs. See if you can find that. I really should find out if you can actually summon me at all. Oh shit, that's not a block. Club someone with a staff. If this doesn't, if we can't actually, if Pebs can't actually summon me, then this is a complete waste of time. Excuse me while I quickly check whether I can actually be summoned by Pebs. Information will be on here somewhere. I'll Google, can Pebs summon me? Siri, can Pebs summon me?
I found this on the web.
I hope this plays. Oh wait, it's gonna be reversed, isn't it? It picked up, Siri, can pigs summon me? I don't know if pigs can summon me. This isn't Pebs either. Well... everyone has the decency to wait until you've buffed up. What are you doing? Oh, that did decent damage. Okay, that's not gonna work. Gets good damage, but no stamina. This is a bad place to be. I'm not gonna heal again, it's just gonna delay this. Uh-oh, what have I missed? What did I miss? Okay, less busy area. Where would that be? God, I'm so over time. It's fucking 11 o'clock. What am I doing? Where will no one be? I don't think that the doors of Pharos work. Let's just go... go to Soldier's Rest in the forest. I assume no one would spawn there. Summon there, whatever. I'm gonna put a sign here, next to the wall. And I hope this works. I'm gonna give this 5 more minutes. If there's no Pebs here, no wait, if there's no me in Pebs' game, then the whole thing is a waste of time and I'm going to bed. Oh, just jump. That's promising. Surely no one's summoning around here. That's the one. Hello, Pebs. Hang on, I've got a thing for this. Let's get straight into it so I can go to bed. Oh, you've got fire. I didn't know that. You know all my strategies. Like, heavy attack makes me run out of stamina. It's true. There was, like I said, there was no fucking way.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway, that's Dark Souls 2. This is how this ends. It's true. It was. I told you. All right. So yeah, that's. Whoa. That's interesting. Who did that? The stream is over. I'm going, and as I was saying, I don't know if I'll head straight into Dark Souls 3, but also I want to. So there'll probably be an SOS next week. That's a very entertaining chicken. I love it. Anyway, I'll be back on the weekend with maps and then Dark Souls like usual. Probably. If I'm not back with Dark Souls, I will let you know. In the meantime, I'm gonna bugger off. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for actually making use of this thing. I wasn't sure it was gonna work. I'm glad to see people are liking it. It's getting very strange over there, quite frankly. I'm a little bit worried. And yeah, I'm gonna pop off and see you later. Bye. Thanks for hanging out.